So welcome guys, I'm glad to see you again on this pretty new channel. This whole thing still excites me and scares me, but here I am again and want to share with you some things about me. I just want to be open with you guys so that you can understand me better and relate a bit more to this complete stranger behind the art I create. So let's start with the basics. My name is Noemi. I'm 19 years old, but I will turn 20 in October. I'm actually half Latina, but unfortunately I don't speak Spanish. I once spoke Spanish when I was little, but I stopped when I started to play more often with other kids because no one of my friends spoke Spanish, so my little 6-year-old brain tricked me into thinking that German was the only way to go. So I just didn't want to speak Spanish anymore. Now, 14 years later, I'm trying to learn the basics again, piece by piece, so that I will eventually, somewhere in the future, will be able to speak Spanish again. I think that's important to me because, especially here in Austria, there are not a lot of different ethnic groups presented. At least, I don't know a lot, so I always felt like an untypical person. My name, my skin, my hair, actually my whole appearance looks kind of exotic for the country that I live in. But I never was, nor felt exotic. I don't speak Spanish, I can't really dance to Latin American music, and we just eat typical Venezuelan food to special occasions like birthdays or around Christmas time. The only real thing that fits the scheme is the Latin American temper that we share in our family. We are really loud sometimes, no matter if we are laughing together, fighting or discussing with each other. As long as we are together, our house is never silent. When our whole family comes together, we actually stay for hours at the dinner table because there's always someone talking or telling a story or a joke. Of course, as a family of 6, there are always things to tell and love to share. Especially between us sisters. There's nothing I wouldn't do for them. For the longest time, I was the middle child between my 24-year-old older sister and my 18-year-old younger sister. But after my father married again, there's actually a new sister in the house. A now 8-year-old girl that is beyond lovely. So yes, I would say I'm a huge family person, which might be the reason that I don't have so much friends. I never was a popular girl or something like that. Maybe also because I was the nice little chubby girl that liked drawing and reading and all these introverted things way more than clubbing with strangers. But the friends that I have, they're like family to me. They just love me the awkward and clumsy way I am, and I love them just as much back. I know my 2 guy best friends for nearly 10 years now, and I love those 2 like I love my 3 sisters. Like I love my one and only girl best friend. Those people are family to me. They just feel like home. And even when life gets busy, we try to see each other at least once a week. Hang out, have fun, party together, or just talk, or play games all night long. Those are my happy moments. I value this quality time with my friends and family so much, especially because I sometimes feel socially awkward with new people around. My friends actually feel like a safe place, where I just can be myself and stop overthinking, just getting lost in the comfort of their company and do some stupid stuff with them. But as much as I love my friends and family, I also need some time for myself. I love the silence in the morning when I work out, make breakfast and green tea, water my plants and do things just for myself. Drawing, reading, writing, it doesn't matter. This time for myself to recharge my social batteries is really important too, so that I can keep the balance. Something I struggled a lot the majority of my life. If you're familiar with the Enneagram of personality, you might just have typed me as a typical one. I have a tendency to be a perfectionist about certain things. I like to stay organized. I love to learn new things and in conclusion help and teach others what I recently learned. For the most part of my life, I was the typical people pleaser, trying to get everything right for everyone. and never looked after myself, which was really problematic because I knew that this wasn't good for me. It made me sad and angry that I always was there to listen and help, but no one was ever listening to me. I had the feeling that if I wasn't perfect, I was never enough. Now I'm trying to get rid of a lot of these false, unconscious beliefs and try to get better at keeping the balance. The balance between free time and work time, the balance between eating what I want and what is good for my body, the balance between spending time with my friends and family and spending time with myself. Actually, if I have one goal in life, it's no longer perfection, but balance. Balance and progress over time. I don't try to rush things anymore. Change takes time. Little steps add up to big results. Progress happens every day, even if I can't see it now. I don't have all things figured out yet, and that's okay. I will never be perfect because no one is. And sometimes life gets messed up, and that's okay as well. That's actually the beauty of life. You can have plans and goals as much as you want, but sometimes life or a global pandemic comes in your way and shows you what's really important. Sometimes you just have to let go and let things happen. For this drawing, I, for example, planned to paint it with watercolors, one of my favorite mediums, but my files got damaged after I did the initial sketch, so I had to improvise and just decide to recreate the painting but digital. And I actually think this version turned out way better than the original watercolor version, especially the face and the colors just speak so much more to me. Because even if I love to sketch with pencil, especially mechanical pencil, I actually like colors. Color, as much as they scare me, give me the most joy in art. I think that's what stayed from my perfectionist side. I'm afraid to mess up my lovely pencil sketch with some vibrant colors or stiff line art. But every now and then, I try to challenge myself and just go for it. That's the only way to progress. And even if everyone clearly can tell that I'm a digital painting noob and struggle with the easiest things like what canvas size to choose so my drawing isn't pixely, I will keep going. Because I would love to be able to paint whatever comes to my mind, painting whole scenes and characters just from imagination. As a kid, I actually wanted to become a fashion designer, and a part of me would always want to become an author. But actually, if I could just live from creating art and sharing it with the world, that would be my dream career. I feel like it's my purpose. Learning and then teaching again. Not important what topic, because I'm actually interested in a few things, like the science behind sports, diet, art, minimalism, photography, but especially art. Maybe because I have been drawing my whole life and just love it so much. And I'm willing to endure 2 hours of work still looking like trash because it's just so much fun to me. And sometimes even creating something I'm really proud of, like this project. I actually really liked how this drawing turned out. The way my mini-me is leaning against my yay box. Even if I look way cooler than I am in real life. Maybe exactly because of that. Tell me what you think about this digital remake in the comments below. And if you prefer it over the original watercolor version, because I clearly do. And if you like this digital art related content and maybe want to see more of this. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. This would really support me and my art, and also spread the message of Luna Not Good, a gem in the Harry Potter series. Being different isn't a bad thing, it means you're brave enough to be yourself. With this said, I hope you have a wonderful day and stay brave. Bye!
Nothing in this world can make me feel the way that you do. Feels like I'm dancing on moonlight. Of all the stars at night, none of them can shine as bright as you do. can't compare to your life. Thousands of miles between, still couldn't stop us. Just the thought of your love was enough. It's hard to imagine life without you in it. Even if at a distance, I'm still happier. Baby, won't you listen when you feel you're missing me? Let this be a little lullaby, help you fall asleep at night. When I see you smile, I'm unafraid to grow up. 'Cause with you the future seems so bright. Won't you stay here by my side?
Feel the cool air, inhale, exhale. Now I can see my life for the first time in some time, without judgment or expectations or budgets. I know that I'm susceptible to the show, 'cause I'm so close to the glitz and the glow. Yeah, it's hard not to chase the zeros when they're dangled in front of your nose. That's just the way that it goes in the games we play. It's all about the X's and O's. But down here by the water, none of that matters. All of those worries, they float away. It's gonna take me walking away for good. I know I'm capable of making a change, and maybe it's time that I should. Can't help but feel like I'm slowing down. I might miss my chance if I don't act now. Down here by the water, none of that matters. All of those worries, they float away. Life is getting harder and more complicated every day. But down by the water, all of that noise fades. It's gonna take me walking away. Maybe time that down here by the water, nothing else matters. No, all of the pressure and the worries and the pain, it floats away. Life is getting harder and more complicated